All right, Gumby.
What's the deal? What's the deal?
Glad to finally have you on Camp Capone News.
I know, man. It's been a long time, huh?
It's been a long time coming, man. That's for sure, man.
I agree. What's the deal, man?
Hey, nothing much, man. So, what's your thoughts on everything going on, man? There's a lot going on the West Coast, man. 4 Extra blew off his hand. A couple other things happened, man. What's your thoughts on everything?
I mean, we gotta pick a topic. I mean, I got a few things to say.
We can start with 4 Extra blowing off his hand.
Yeah, man, that was kind of unfortunate. That was upset. Like, that's bad. I mean, shit. We kind of pissed off that he blew up his hand because my nephew Jap coming home. So we was gonna try to line that fade up for y'all. But unfortunately, that ain't gonna happen right now.
Right, because 4 Extra, when he originally came out, he talked about a fight he had with Fade he had with Jap 5 maybe 10 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, he clout chased him. You know what I'm saying? He clout chased him, and that's how he got on. But, it's like, shit, that's pretty much old news now. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing no handicap matches, so,
So they was going to run it back.
Of course. I mean, that's how he got his clout. He got his clout off for us. Like, that's what the industry doing now, if y'all ain't seen it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is Hoover. Hoover this, Hoover that. What's up, Hoover hat? Gang shit. Real life.
Hoover's definitely been going crazy, man. Damn, that would have been nice, man. Y'all could have made a lot of money off of that, man.
I agree. While everybody else is playing, we're looking for opportunities, you know what I'm saying? Because, our community, we really haven't had an opportunity, to be mainstream in the industry, you know what I'm saying? And now it's our turn,
Hoover is definitely a well-known neighborhood, and it gets talked about a lot, But I mean, you guys have had some success, at least in the podcast world. You guys have had some people out there, and you got Back on Fig. They do their thing.
Yeah, they don't really represent our community. They just from our community, and you know what I mean. And what I'm saying, they get support. You know what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah, I heard you had an issue with Back on Fig. What's that about?
I have zero issue with Back on Fig.
Okay.
But you know what? I don't think Terrell likes me.
Okay, what's that about?
I have no idea why.
No.
I reached out to him for an interview, and he was like, hell no. And I was like,
what you do to it?
I have no idea.
See, this is the same thing I was talking to Adam about. See, in our community, we feel like y'all cater to the neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably where this thing came from. You know what I mean? Like, for the past few years, you know what I'm saying, all you heard is, them guys. Now it's our turn. Let's see what we can do.
Well, let me try to be fair, man.
Here you go.
I've interviewed Treyway, 6K, at least 3 times.
Okay.
We did the hood vlog.
Okay.
I wasn't there.
I was there.
That was my people.
I
went to the hood vlog, so I interviewed Treyway 3 times now. Anybody else from Hoover?
No.
You know what? Didn't I interview like an OG one time?
I'm not sure. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's so long ago, you don't remember who it was. I mean, ain't y'all tired of the bullshit they've been having going on? Like, everybody on Adam shit is either dead, in jail, or got their shit blew off. Like, they got a curse over there. They need to go and get out the way, huh? Like, look what's going on.
Damn, I don't know, man.
You know. Call the ball to strike a strike.
There's been some bad luck over there. You can say that. I mean, I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah, it's time to do something new. You know what I'm saying? It's time to do something new. Y'all done heard all the rhetoric they had. And so they didn't call us gay and all type of shit. But now look what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? Adam got a whole sex offender, you know what I'm saying, working for him.
Who's the sex offender?
The 4 Extra, right? He said he knocked somebody out and then they played with their booty. Ain't that's called, ain't that, what you laughing at? What's that? Who is that? Who does that? I'm saying, who even talks about that? Like, and see, that situation right there, even if it's true or not, it made way to a whole nother situation where a blood dude knocked out an East Coast dude and put a pickle in his butt. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like,
so all this new stuff is not, you're not feeling it.
Why, hell no. Like there's another situation with a little blood dude from Black Peace Stone. I think he one of them rappers. He was in the county jail and he went in there and took a fade with somebody. And then, you know what I'm saying, in his mind, he thought that the dude was gonna stab him. So he got up out of there, you know what I'm saying? So now they saying he a buster, he this, that, and the other. And he's saying, I took my fade. But in his mind, because of the climate, they knocking people out and taking their butt and playing with their booty and stabbing people. He don't know what's going on. So the climate, they got the whole climate all the way up. You know what I mean? You don't know if you're gonna take a fade with this dude. If he knock you out, is he gonna you gonna suck your, play with your booty? Like, that's the shit they got going on. And then Conrad from the Ave, he just is on the Instagram talking about he gonna knock somebody out and show their booty. And then before them, Four Leaf supposedly, which is probably not true, did the shit to Munchie B, right? That's all gay activity, but they blame it on us.
Man,
what?
I don't have no comment.
Why you don't? You know, you call the ball, strike a strike. Right is right, wrong is wrong, right?
I hear you.
Okay, so what?
No, speak your mind.
I'm not speaking my mind. I mean, but we here speaking, right? So I'm saying we grown men. Are you telling me that it's okay for somebody to knock somebody out and rape them with a foreign object? That's basically what's going on. Is that cool? You support that type of shit?
I definitely don't support any of that.
I agree. Sure. We don't either, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. See, the game has changed now. You know what I'm saying? When certain people have the ball in their court, you know what I'm saying, they get to play the way they want to play. But see, we don't play like that. We don't play like that. I'm not gonna knock you out and play with your booty or do none of that. Back in the county jail, it was a dude named Tadao from Grape Street. You probably heard about him before. He was like a 6'5", 6'6", homosexual, 300 pounds. He'd knock you out and suck your. I'm saying, like, that's what they emulating. You know what I mean? Like, that's what gangbanging came to. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's some old shit, like in the 70s and shit like that. That was cool for them to do. That's not cool for us to do. That's not even cool for us to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my community, like, because, you know, they've been calling us gay for so long, like, we kind of homophobic. Like, everything somebody do, like, oh, that's gay, that's gay, that's gay. But at the same time, this is the climate that they putting out there.
There's definitely been a lot of criticism, for sure. You guys got a lot of enemies, bro. We keep it 100, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all do got a lot of enemies, bro.
I mean, but the whole thing about it is that, see, now, they done already gave y'all they bullshit side of it, right? Why they hate us, because this, that, we got. Everything that they said we was, turns out, look at the press, they was. They was setting up all the rappers to come out to get robbed and all this other stuff. But that's what they lied to y'all and said we was gonna do to y'all. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. You know, like, gang culture wouldn't be nothing without the Hoovers, because we pretty much put the Crip in Crip. Gang shit. All the set days, that came from us. You know what I mean? Like, we can just keep going on and on and on, but we're not here for that. We're here for me. I'm Gumby, though. Hoover, though.
All right, well, we will start off with your story. You know, everybody knows you're from Hoover, but, you know, whereabouts did you grow up, and what was it like for you?
Man, I grew up on Hoover Street. You know what I'm saying? My childhood street is 98th Street, saying between Vermont and Hoover. You know, I'm saying at an early age, you know what I'm saying, I moved out here from Louisiana, Mississippi, back and forth. And then, I'm saying, as a childhood, I went to Bret Hart School. You know what I'm saying? I started gangbanging with the rest of the fellas around about that time. I ended up being involved in a gang-related shooting when I was in junior high. So my mom sent me to Louisiana. You know what I'm saying, with my folks out there.
Well, rewind it a little bit, man. How old were you when you jumped off the porch? And
man, like, my brother got killed when I was 10, right? So I've been chasing behind it since then, but I got my official put on like in junior high school, Bret Hart, somewhere around there, like the 80s, 86, 87, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? But I've been claiming this shit my whole life. I actually kind of barged my way in because my brother was before me, you know what I'm saying? He got killed in a drive-by shooting. So all his homeboys, they was like, hell no, you know what I'm saying? Your mama gonna kill us, you know what I'm saying? But this is what I want it to be, so, you know what I mean?
What was it like in the 80s, man? That was some wild times. That's like Colors comes out.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was in Louisiana at that time, you know what I'm saying? I had kind of like got in some trouble in junior high school, involving a gun and some shooting. And my mom sent me to Toulouse, Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? And that's about the time Colors came out. And I was the first gang member they ever seen. They named me LA SAG, you know what I'm saying? So I actually participated in the whole little, bring the gang culture to Toulouse, Louisiana on gang. I was like 13, 7th, 8th grade. Yeah.
What was your put on like?
I put on, well, see, I told you I had a brother before me, right? And his people that was in his peers, they didn't like me. So one day I was coming home from school, and I'll never forget it. I was coming on 99th, and his name Poop, he rests in peace now. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like my brother. So he sicked the homie Bam and Baby Day on me in the homie front yard. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty much a put on right there.
Okay.
No.
Okay, now how does that affect you growing up? You're only 10 years old, and your brother gets killed. That's
Well, man, I mean,
thing.
shit. Like that was like it changed my whole family. Like it changed my whole family dynamics. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother was like the hero of the whole neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we came from Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? My mom came out here. You know what I'm saying? And got her cosmetology license. You know what I'm saying? So she had a little hair shop. So the whole family had jerry curls. You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? He was like the centerpiece of our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? His death affected me, you know what I'm saying, tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Back then, there wasn't no such thing as therapy. You know what I'm saying? So each one of my family members, we pretty much was left to deal with that, you know what I'm saying, on our own.
How old were you when you first seen like your first extreme violent situation?
Shit. Like, I mean, I'm off of Figueroa, so I mean, like, we always seen shit like that, dead bodies and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, that's growing up in the side. You know, that's what's gonna happen. Like,
and at this time, Hoovers are still Crips or are Crips at the time.
Yes. Like, yes, that's a whole big old situation. I don't see if you see it on the internet already about the Hoover Crips and all that stuff. Yes, the Crips. That's what I actually got jumped on, Hoover Crip. No.
Okay, now how did things start to go left where you guys wanted to leave the Crips?
Well, I mean, it was a series of events. Like, we kind of like always had a love-hate relationship with certain different Crip sets. You know what I mean? So like around like 89, 90, the older homies, you know what I'm saying? We were already pushing CK, BK, OK already. You know what I'm saying? So it came about that the criminals came about. I'm saying that derived from somewhere, I guess in jail somewhere. But we was already was saying we were CK. So all the younger generations, we just adopted that. Like instead of the Crip, we saying Crim.
Okay. I mean, how did so it happened at the late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah.
When all that happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, at that time it was like the height of you know what I'm saying, gang banging. Like literally. Like I think I was like in the 9th grade. I just came back from Louisiana. I was going to John Muir at the time, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was gang banging in real life. Like the 5-7, that's when they just turned 60s. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like a whole little situation going on, you know?
So you moved back around that time, and what's it like for you when you moved back?
Man, it was kind of like my mom had moved me from, you know what I'm saying, my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, to H.A. Gangsterhood. I moved on 71st and Budlong. So, you know what I'm saying, that was her way of trying to get me away from all the gang violence and, you know what I'm saying, my brother's friends and my homies and things like that. So, you know what I'm saying, like when I got back in the 90s, like I had to kind of like catch up on things. You know what I mean, like, cause like it was moving fast. Like this is the height of gang banging season. You know what I'm saying? I was like in 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? I was going to John Muir. I was banging with the nigga Baby Crip Cow, which is Archie. You know what I'm saying? The Devil and all them dudes. You know what I'm saying? I went to school with them. You know what I'm saying? See, it's different now because we used to have to go to school with our enemies. You know what I'm saying? So your enemy gonna know you. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? I went through the whole little situation with that. And John Muir was kind of crazy because, like, on the 60th side, you had the Brims. And then on this side, you had the 5-7s and the 5-8, which turned into 60s. So I'm going to school there. So we got to, either way we go to school, we got to go to school and walk through their hood, either way. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time I ever seen, you know what I'm saying, the Bloods and Crips team up. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know what I'm saying, we used to catch the bus and the Brims and the Menlos used to be waiting on us at the bus stop together. Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you remember your first fight with the 60?
Yeah, I actually do. It was Duke. Rest in peace, Duke. Duke and John Muir. You know what I'm saying? They had Duke and I believe, Crip Cow, Archie, they checked in. You know what I'm saying? But I had classes with Archie. But me and the nigga Duke, we never really got along. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably my first fight with a 60.
How did it happen? Can you take me through it?
Basically, like I'm saying, they was at our school. Like we considered that our school. You know what I'm saying? They usually go to Fauché, one of them schools up there. So a couple of homies just like, yeah, they up here. Some of them up here. You know what I'm saying? And we seen him. So the homie sweated Archie, you know what I'm saying, which is baby Crip cow. You know what I'm saying? They started fighting. So then me and Duke started fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then, you know what I'm saying, like my arch enemy was M-Rock from 6'1" Bram. Every time we seen each other, that thought he was so hard. Over. Every time we seen each other, he tried to get at me. Over.
Did you ever run into Big U?
Yeah, I ran into him. Yeah, I did. I ran into Big U in prison.
Oh.
Yeah, in prison. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because, you know, it's crazy because the last time I saw him, he was a full-fledged Muslim. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't from Rolling 60s. He dropped his flag. Oh, so I'm saying, like, I don't know how he come out here and scare all y'all. You know what I'm saying? When he was a Muslim in jail. You can't drop your flag. Can you? Can you? I ain't never dropped mine.
Man, okay, I didn't know that. So how'd it go down when you guys met each other?
Well, actually,
Or ran into each other?
Well, I was in High Desert. I was in High Desert, and he was downstairs from me, and he used to have this tape. It was a CD that he had. It was Ass, Gas, or Cash by KD or Hoover. He had that, and I used to like hearing that shit. Ass, Gas, or Cash, Hoover. So I was asking my celly Hoover D, you know what I'm saying, can you ask him for this, you know what I'm saying, I bought the CD, and the homie was like, man, you ask him, you know what I'm saying? He not like that. He a Muslim. He a full-blooded Muslim. Bean pie Muslim, bean pie, the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So I went down there and talked to him. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of positive shit to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't eat pork and all that other bullshit, you know? But I'm from Hoover, though, so I wasn't even trying to pay that shit no attention. He was a Muslim, you know?
And that was you guys' only time?
No, he was downstairs. He was downstairs from me in the pen.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was downstairs from me, down on the next tier. So, you know what I'm saying? I had interactions with him.
Okay, now I see at one point you get shot?
When?
No? I got the notes wrong?
When? No, I got shot in Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I told you, I had, you know what I'm saying, I had gotten into some trouble in LA and I went back to Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? And I carried on with my same bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I basically was showing them how to gangbang in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? They, that's when Colors at first came out. And it's crazy because the West Side Bloods in Las Vegas, they originally started in Tallulah, Louisiana at my grandmother's hamburger stand. You know what I mean? So it wasn't really like no sets. They just had the Crips and Bloods back then.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So at the point in time, I introduced them to, like, we supposed to pack guns. You know what I'm saying? So we out one night around with a pistol, and I shoot the like a 10 thing or something, and it backfire and hit me in the leg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, now that was very significant because when I got wrongly convicted, you know what I'm saying, they were saying I was shot the night that this happened. But in actuality, I got shot in 87.
Oh, okay, I see. Right, okay. Yes, okay, that's where it comes from. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I remember, yeah. When I was looking at the documentaries, okay. So you do have this one case, I mean, from when you're young, so you go to juvenile hall.
No.
When you were a kid?
No, I was 18 when I went to jail. I went to big boy jail. I mean, I went to the station a few times, but I never really did any hard time before.
Oh, okay. Didn't you say you didn't catch a serious case as a juvenile, or?
Yeah, I didn't catch a serious case. I was on the run for a serious case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when I went to Louisiana, what ended up happening, I had a co-defendant, and he took whatever he took. You know what I'm saying? He took the case, and I came back.
Okay, I see. So how long were you on the run for?
I wasn't, probably like 2 years. I stayed out there for 2 years.
2 years on the run?
Yeah. Well, not even on the run. They just wanted to question me, you know what I'm saying? But when the homie got caught, you know what I'm saying, he told him he did everything. So I just stayed. Like, wasn't no reason for me to come back. Plus, my mom was freaking out anyway. She was like, you doing too much. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a good situation for us at all. You know, my brother Def kind of like f***ed up a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like, in our family dynamics.
What'd you think of Colors when it came out?
Pooh, man, I thought that was the greatest movie ever. What you mean? I thought that was shit, that's what I was aspiring to be. You know what I mean? That's what, like gangbanging came from the West Coast. You know what I mean? Like, so, shit, that's one of my all-time favorite movies.
What was the club like when the song came on?
A club? Colors? I
Club
probably was too young to go to the club back then, bro. You know what I mean? This is like, I was like 13, 14, 15 up in there, you know?
I seen an interview and some guy was talking about like, they was like, yo, we don't play Colors in LA.
Nah.
And it was like, we don't play this at the club. And the guy played it anyway, and the whole club got tore the fuck up.
Yeah, that's a gangbang song, you know what I mean? That's an anthem for gang members, you know what I mean? Like, he did that.
Okay, what about Banging on Wax?
Oh, that's when the Crips and Bloods said, I was in manual arts when that came out. You know what I mean? And we got into it with the 30s behind that song. But yeah, that was some cool little shit that they had going on. That was cool.
Okay, but you guys weren't, okay, so at that point when that came out though, you guys weren't Crips anymore.
What year was that? About like,
I want to say early 90s.
Yeah, we was kind of like not being, we were, well, in my opinion, like, we weren't really like, we only, like, even when we were Crips, we only socialized with certain Crips anyway. Everybody else we still was warring with anyway, so it was pretty much all the same. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we said, okay, we criminals now and we just got all these enemies. We got the same people that was enemies from the beginning.
Okay,
you know?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend when I was like, I want to say like 14, 15. You know, he moved from LA and he was a Hoover dude, but he was a Crip. You know, so this was before everything went.
Yeah.
You know, when everything changed for you guys.
It wasn't a big change. Like I said before, we was already warring with everybody anyway, so it wasn't like it was a big, shift.
How did you feel about it personally? Because I did see on the, I seen on the internet, like the OGs were trying to bring it back to being Crips.
Yeah. Well, I originally got put on and I was banging Crip, you know what I'm saying, because that's what we were at the time. But it was kind of like, we were like second-rate Crips. Like, we didn't get along with any other Crips. So like, why are we Crips? We saying Crips for the sake of this is where it came from, but in actuality, we couldn't go to the Crip module. You know what I mean? Like, we couldn't we couldn't participate in any Crip gang. So why are we still claiming Crip? They don't like us.
I see. Okay, so it was deep even in jail.
Oh, of course. I was in the gang module. Of course, it was. Yeah, we had a few different situations in there.
Okay. Okay, well, you come back from Louisiana, and at some point you get arrested.
I came from Louisiana, and so I went to, at this time, I probably was going to manual arts. I got kicked out of manual arts again for somebody was shooting again.
What's manual arts?
Manual arts is a high school, and it's on like 43rd. It's in Fort Extra Hood, actually. You know what I'm saying? So I went there. I'm saying I got kicked out of there. I originally got arrested for a kidnapped carjacking. I'm saying it wasn't even that. You know what I'm saying? One of my co-defendants basically gave a smoker some dope for the car. The smoker went to the police and said that, oh, they robbed me. You know what I'm saying? So they catch my other two co-defendants, and one of the co-defendants say, I didn't rob anybody. I was at the Star Motel, room 15. That's the dope spot. So they come in there, kick in the door. Guess who in there? Me. Yeah, man. So they take me to jail. I'm saying, well, I'm not really tripping because I'm like, well, shit, I didn't carjack nobody, so I'm not even on, I don't know what they tripping on me for. So I'm saying, they take my picture, I'm saying, take me in there, and the dude, all of a sudden now, he's got a whole nother story. Like, oh, I was with them and I carjacked them. So now I'm sitting in jail, $500,000 bill for a carjacking I don't know anything about. So probably like about being in jail for like 6 months. And then they called me down to central booking again, and they put me in a cell, and I'm like, damn, what I'm doing down here? I'm not sure what they had going on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm asking one of the porters, like, man, you know what I'm saying? He like, bro, this is the ad charge. I'm like, ad charge? I already been in jail already. So they give me this slip of paper. Man, it's like about 10 different charges on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to go back to the cell. I'm gonna send the deputy like, hey man, you know what all that shit say? I'm like, nah. He like, man, like you got murder, attempted murder, you fighting the death penalty and some more shit. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm fucked up now because I don't know what these people talking about in real life. Like, bam, I go back to the cell, then I see my co-defendant, he come around the corner. You know what I'm saying? They hit his ass too. We like, what the f? I'm like, I don't even f with him like that. I don't f with him like that. Man, they did a thing to him, motherfucker, man.
Okay, so how does all this go? How long are you fighting your case for?
Well, I fought the death penalty for 14 months, and then I ended up getting found guilty, wrongly convicted, and they gave me 150 years plus life without the possibility of parole.
Damn, so now you're in jail.
Man.
Life for something that you didn't do.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I knew what the situation was. I knew who did it, but I couldn't tell. So I had to just ride it out. You know what I mean? Like, shit. But at that time, it wasn't looking so good. It wasn't looking good at all.
No, that's horrible, man.
Man.
I mean, it's one thing to be in jail for some shit that you did, but it's another to be in jail for some shit that you ain't
You don't even know how to fight the case because you wasn't there. You know what I mean? You don't know how the scenario went. You know what I'm saying? You got to go off of what they saying. You know what I mean? And at the time, you know what I'm saying, like most black youths, you know what I'm saying, I got kicked out of school, so, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't really educated to the law. You know what I'm saying, I didn't really understand half the shit they was talking about. You know what I'm saying, I just tried to keep faith that, okay, well, I really didn't do nothing, so everything gonna go according to plan. That shit was a lie.
Did they have witnesses against you? False witnesses?
Yes,
that
they had
misidentified
witnesses.
You?
Yes, they had witnesses. The witness was John Jones. Okay, this situation pretty much happened outside of a brothel, a whole house on Figueroa 49th Street. Okay, well, what supposedly happened, so a Hispanic gentleman went to the door and asked for one of the prostitutes, and she wasn't there. So as they was coming back to the car, some suspects came and tried to rob them. And an unknown citizen started shooting at the suspects and shot one in the leg. This is how they tried to match the bullet wound from 1987 to
you.
Exactly.
Okay, so they got this bullet wound they think is yours, and they got. So how'd you get misidentified though?
Okay, well, what ended up happening is, like I told you, I was already in jail for a kidnapped carjacking, right? And so what they tried to say that it was a carjacking spree, basically on Figueroa, because the suspect supposedly told the Mexicans to give up your car, give up everything you got. That constituted a carjacking. So that's how they matched the two, because it happened on Figueroa, both streets happened, you know what I'm saying? They tried to link the two together. So we went to trial with all of that. But in the end, okay, well, once the situation happened and one of the suspects was supposed to be shot, they supposedly went to Martin Luther King Hospital. And at that point, the Martin Luther King Hospital security guard, he identified my co-defendant as the person that walked in with the gunshot wound, right? So now they have two witnesses against us, and one of the essays survived, and he picked out my co-defendant. So now you have three witnesses against us, right?
Eesh.
Man, craziest thing about it, I've never seen this people a day in my life.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? As the time went on, like the first 48, the movie First 48, you've never seen it in California before, have you?
No. The TV show?
Yes.
First 48? No,
yes.
No.
That's because they did it with my case first. It's called Murder on 49th Street. It was excerpts from a book that Miles Corwin wrote called The Killing Season. And basically, it's the first 48 if you start reading it. But just so happened that I was the first case on this homicide detective's roster. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Marcella Wynn. She basically set us up.
Cops were dirty.
Very
there's
dirty.
they still are, but I think there were more in like the 80s and 90s without the cameras.
I agree. In this situation, see, this was a female detective, you know what I'm saying, and she was trying to get her shield, you know what I'm saying, so she had to do whatever she had to do to clear her first case, which was mine. And what they actually did was the guy who, Miles Corwin, who is the writer who wrote the book, the article, and I guess the first 48, whatever, that's his shit too, whatever that shit is, they let him ride along. And you know what I'm saying, when they went to all the evidence, picked up evidence, everything, let him ride along, and he didn't know that he was recording them doing wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the witness, excuse me. Like he was in the interview room with the witness, and the witness basically told him, you know what I'm saying, that he shot off the roof. John Jones shot off the roof at one of the suspects. Now we do know that John Jones is the one who actually killed the victim. Their main witness that was pointing saying that it was Cole and Anthony, he's the person who shot and killed the victim.
Oh, wow.
And blamed it on us.
And okay, you're in jail. And now you start having a problem with some dude. Is this something you could talk about?
Yeah.
Big Devil.
Yeah.
I believe is his name.
Mm-hmm.
You and him start having a lot of issues.
Well, we just kept bumping heads because of the program that he was running. That was all. That's the big homie. You know what I'm saying? He was a big homie. You know?
Okay. And can you talk about how things go left with you guys?
It's prison politics, basically. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to do something, and I felt that I didn't want to do it, and you know what I'm saying, I guess there was consequences to it.
Okay, and I believe you end up getting stabbed?
Yeah, well, I got nicked in the neck.
Okay. Now, and so this guy was like, he was the one doing everything in jail. I mean, running the show, I guess.
Yeah.
For you guys.
Yeah, over. Yeah.
Okay, and now you're not having this. He he dicks your neck. So I mean, you know what
I'm saying, to keep it all the way ages and shit. Like this dude is like beyond life, bro. Like this dude is beyond life, and I'm telling you the truth because I was there with him. You know what I'm saying? Like he married a CO. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he was Diop. His name was Devil. And that's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, his character. You know what I'm saying? He would get drunk, you know what I'm saying? And then pretty much everybody, you know what I'm saying, whatever he wanted to do, he was gonna do. And all this sexual shit, like, none of that shit happened, bro. This had nothing to do with any type of sexual situation between me and him. This was strictly gang politics. You know what I'm saying? I went to jail when I was 18 years old. Can't say he ever raped me. Can't say I ever ran, I ever told on no, none of that shit. My name is good anywhere you go. Guaranteed.
That's what's up. Okay, but you guys got this situation. I mean, can you talk about what happened?
Basically, you know what I'm saying, like I was called to the yard, you know what I'm saying, was having a meeting, you know what I'm saying, basically about the situation, you know what I'm saying, and he asked me to explain myself. And I told him, well, this situation already was taken care of. I'm not explaining myself, you know what I'm saying, and then I got into it with another homie when I turned my neck, you know what I'm saying, he tried to stab me in the neck, you know what I'm saying, he scraped me, you know what I'm saying, I bounced off, I went over by the workers change door, you know what I'm saying, I sat down. You know, and I'm just sitting here like, damn. I'm just thinking about like, damn, I done stabbed a few people. I guess this is how they feel, you know what I'm saying, being a victim. You know what I mean? Like the whole yard was looking at me. Just like damn.
But you're not having it. I mean, this actually turns out to be the best thing that happens.
It did.
Right?
It
so
did.
I know it's a horrible thing.
But my whole thing is that, like, see, I need to make sure I make it clear because, see, I'm not gonna sit here and try to make it seem like I'm just all extra out and all of that because I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm saying it's gonna be a lot of situations. You know what I'm saying? A lot of youngsters, I'm saying, gonna come up about. You know what I'm saying, and I don't want them to feel. You know what I'm saying, they're not supposed to feel whatever they're supposed to feel. I was scared. On Hoover, I was scared. But I was scared of being a buster more than I was of that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to take care of what I needed to take care of. You know, initially, you know what I'm saying, after I was, you know what I'm saying, he scratched me, you know what I'm saying, it took like about 2 or 3 years for it to go away. You know what I'm saying? It was like a puncture with a scratch mark. You know what I'm saying? A deep scratch mark. You know what I'm saying? I went inside, patched myself up, you know what I'm saying, came back outside. It was yard recall already. You know, and initially, like I said before, I wasn't finna even even try to go at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be like suicide. Like, this is a big old dude, you know? So as I'm walking, you know what I'm saying, down the walkway, you know, it's like he turned around and smirked at me. Like, as if calling me a bitch. Like what you gonna do? And that was pretty much it. I went at him.
I mean, from what I understand, I mean, right in front of security and everybody.
Gun tower, everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Gun tower.
Yeah.
And they didn't try to shoot you?
They didn't. God is great, man. God is great. You know what I'm saying? And that situation basically like turned everything around for me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That goes to show you that, you know what I'm saying, if you do what you're supposed to do, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna work out the way it's supposed to work out, the way God wanted it to work out. I mean, at that point in time, all my appeals was over with. You know what I'm saying? I was in prison forever.
So you were done. So you thought you was done.
It was done and over with. I literally didn't have any more appeals. I appealed everything. And the craziest thing about it is that when my case got reversed, the same things I said in my appeal to them that they denied were the reasons that the new judge granted my petition for exoneration.
Okay, right. So this case happens, and now during this case is where they start looking in. Well, they stumbled upon your old case and they start to see.
No, it didn't happen like that.
Okay.
That would be nice, but it didn't happen like that. Well, what ended up happening is, when the situation happened, I ended up being charged as like a serial killer. So they charged me with the death penalty. So I ended up having 2 lawyers and 2 investigators for each attorney. So I basically played for time. I'm saying I really didn't. I'm fighting the death penalty. So I explained to my lawyers, I'm saying, listen, like in jail, like the murder that happened in jail, I'm gonna tell them. I'm just gonna get on the stand and tell them. I'm saying it was me or him. Just think about it. This is my philosophy. They gotta choose between the devil and Gumby. I think I'm gonna win that one. Now this one, my original case, I'm telling them that I didn't do this. We didn't have anything to do with this. We don't know anything about this shit. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened. I'm gonna show you how great God is. I had been in the hole for like about 5 or 6 years already, and the police had lost some bullets. And you know, it's crazy because they don't really, like, the hole is not affected by the main line. Like, if the main line go on lockdown, we already on lockdown, so the shit don't even matter to us. But this time they searching the whole prison. So I had a gang of legal work that I brought from the county jail and just things I was trying to work on for my appeal. I started going through all of the new discovery that the DA sent me. Bro, I'm going through it and I see a 6-pack photo lineup, right? Tell them God is great, bro. And the 6-pack photo lineup, it's my 6-pack photo lineup, but it's a Xerox copy, but it's got a circle of number 5, and I'm standing in number 2, and it's got initials at the bottom of it. So I keep looking, and I find the corresponding statement to go with it. All along, their witnesses had picked somebody else out of my 6-pack photo lineup, and they had withheld this the whole time. The whole time.
Oh, that's immediate.
Immediately.
That's
so
immediate.
I was kicking on the door. I was kicking on the door. Let me about this bitch. Little did I know it was gonna take about another 6-7 years for me to get out.
Damn, that's called prosecution malfeasance.
No, prosecutor misconduct.
Misconduct, I think, yes.
Yeah, prosecutor.
Because when you get arrested, when the DA has evidence over, they got to hand over
everything. What's called
all the evidence, even exculpatory evidence.
Exculpatory. That means that evidence that's going to clear you.
Yeah.
They have to hand over everything.
It could make you look innocent.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
They have to do. It's the law.
Yeah. Of course, it's the law. And
wow.
this is how a lot of the situations happen, where you have people who are, you know what I'm saying, wrongly convicted, and they get reversals, or, you know what I'm saying, they go back to court. You know what I'm saying? In my situation, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if Devil didn't die, I would still be in prison.
Wow, that's crazy.
God is great.
Okay, so now you're fighting this case though with Devil.
Uh-huh.
How does that go? So at one point they put these two things together and give you time served.
Well,
right?
no, that didn't happen like that either.
Didn't happen like that.
Most people think that, okay, well, you was wrongly convicted for the original crime you went to jail for, so you basically get off on the other one. No, I sat in the hole for 10 years in solitary confinement.
10 years.
10 years in solitary confinement fighting the death penalty.
That's rough, man. That's
God
a long
great.
time
God
to be in
is great.
solitary confinement.
I agree. God is great. God is great. Well, you know what I'm saying? At that time, I took the time, you know what I'm saying, to read, learn the law. You know what I'm saying? I gave my attorneys hell, you know what I mean? Because, like, I mean, everybody was against me, you know what I mean? So I had to make sure that everything that they did, it was on point. You know what I'm saying? And God blessed me with some cold lawyers, you know what I'm saying? Eduardo Rivera and Christopher Plord. You know what I'm saying? My attorney, two of my attorneys are judges now in San Diego. You know what I mean? So, I mean, God did his thing, man.
So how does everything work out? How do you get the case tossed out, and how do you?
Well, what ended up happening,
I was getting out of jail.
I was fighting what's called the 4500, right? It's called assault by life inmate. And it just means that if you have life and you assault somebody, you don't even have to kill them. You can just assault them. The state can legally give you the death penalty.
Damn.
Yeah, so.
Is it still like that today?
Yes. If you have life in prison, they can give you what's called the 4500 law. It's a law in itself, and it carries a death penalty. It was enacted, I'm not sure, like in the 70s or something like that, for some crazy white boy that was killing all his cellies. But that's basically what it is. If you assault somebody, like you can spit on somebody, and they can give you the death penalty.
Damn.
So I had to have what's called a motion to strike the prior, right? So leading up to my trial, you know what I'm saying, I had to have what's called a motion to strike the prior. It lasted about 6 months, and Judge Donnelly in Imperial County, you know what I'm saying, he ruled in my favor. He ruled that my original case was unconstitutional. Like, my attorneys didn't do anything they were supposed to do. Like, they had evidence, and this is crazy, bro. Look, they had a videotape of the scene of the crime, right? And the main witness, which is John Jones, on this videotape that my attorney had and the district attorney had for 17, 18 years already, he's admitting to not even being a witness. So my attorneys, they never looked at the whole, it's a surveillance camera tape. So it's like about 10 hours of tape, I guess, or whatever it is. But nobody never went back and actually just looked at the whole thing until my situation happened. And it's clear he wasn't a witness. The police knew this already. The police knew that he was the shooter. The police knew that he was the shooter that killed the victim. He was in a second-story window, right? The victim gets shot at a 40-degree downward angle. No bullet, or soot or gunshot widened on his clothing or anything. So it wasn't a close shot. You know what I'm saying? It had to be from a distance. You know what I'm saying? And the only person that was in the second-story window is their main witness, John Jones.
So you're in solitary confinement for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, does the first case get dropped first, or
No.
you fight in the other case? Do you get sentenced in the other case?
No. Well, what ended up happening is, like I said before, I sat in the hole, and the whole time I was in the hole for 10 years, I was basically doing motions, right? Preparing to go to trial. So one of the motions that we had was called the motion to strike the prior, right? And it's basically like a hearing where the judge is, the DA is explaining to the judge why he should give me the death penalty. So in this case, we had to show the judge why he should reverse my original case, being that I'm fighting the death penalty. So there's basically two trials going on right now. One to see if they can use my prior wrongful conviction against me, and one to see if I'm guilty of the murder in prison and if they're gonna give me the death penalty. I won the motion to strike the prior, which means that my original murder was no more good.
So that gets thrown out. So I bet that was a good day.
Man, was it, bro? Like, I mean, it was a long time coming. We fought for that. You know what I'm saying? My God is great, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Innocence Project, my lawyers, you know what I'm saying? My family, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was supportive, you know what I mean? Like, it was, man. But that's not the end of the story.
You're still in jail, though. Do they at least let you out of solitary confinement?
No. See,
No.
No. So what ends up happening is, see, in CDC, if you have a 115 pending, right, and you postpone your 115 pending the DA referral, like the DA outcome, the DA took 10 years for the outcome. So now I'm still stuck in the hole, but now I have a case. I don't even have a CDC number anymore. but I'm being housed in prison. So I went back to court and they offered me a manslaughter. You know what I'm saying 11 years. You know what I'm saying, so I took the 11 years, and
11 years, so it's pretty much time served at that point.
Yeah, it was pretty much time served.
You get out. I mean, this had to be.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. That ain't the end of it.
That's not the end. Okay.
Nah, that's not the end of it. So I take the manslaughter case. So now I had the DA picked up a weapons charge on me. After all of this, he picks up a weapons charge on me. There was the search that I told you about, that they searched, you know what I'm saying, the whole building and the whole and everything. They found a mattress, you know what I'm saying, with a 195 on it, and it supposedly had a razor blade in it. You know what I'm saying? And I just so happened to be in 195. But, excuse me, there were 3 other mattresses with 195 on it. I've been in the hole for 10 years, so we swapped the mattresses all around. So we go to trial on that. I beat him again. I got a direct verdict. Okay, bam. You think that's the end of it, huh?
That's not the end of it.
Nah, that's not the end of it.
So they did not want to let you out of jail for nothing.
No. Look, so my date is supposed to be April 6th. So I'm telling my lawyers, like, no, they miscalculating my date. My attorney like, man, look, bro, we not fighting for you no more. We just got your ass out of all of this shit. Like, that's only like a month away. Chill out. So I waited. My parole date came. I got dressed. We get halfway to the drop-off point, and they call on the radio and say, bring Cole back. I'm looking like, what the I already got my little $200 gate money, you know what I'm saying? So, like, what's going on? So they don't know. They take me back. And the warden said that the Innocence Project and the news cameras that were in El Central were a threat. So they couldn't release me there. They wanted to release me all the way in Chino. So I took my suit off, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, so I was like, take me back to my cell. They're like, man, no, we gotta take you to Chino. I'm like, I'm not going to Chino, man. My mama flew all the way out here to see me, man. Man, I'm not going nowhere. So they cell extract me, tied a sheet around me, cell extract me, drive me all the way to Chino, where I'm supposed to be getting released. The warden calls again and say, oh, y'all still got Cole? Bring him back to prison.
Get the f*** out of here.
Because we f***ed up on his parole date. They kept me in jail for a whole nother month. Senator Lowe, shout out Senator Lowe, gang shit. Senator Lowe came and got me out of prison on a Sunday. She had to come get me out. They was not trying to let me go, bro. They literally took me halfway to get dropped off. My mom, everybody out there for my release, CNN, the Innocence Project, everybody. They took me all the way to Chino and then took my ass back to Calipatria and sat me in the hole for a whole nother month. They wouldn't even let me see my attorneys. Like, if you go on the San Diego News Channel, you can see my attorney on there crying, like, because they didn't know where I was at. Like, everybody was still waiting on me to go to El Centro to get released. Bro, it just...
Hey, man.
Man, God is great.
Okay.
God is great.
But eventually the day comes.
Yeah, it came. Man.
Let you out.
Yeah, they did. They did. You know what I mean? Like, most people would want to hear that it was a beautiful, exciting day. Nah, I was scared to death, bro. Like, I just did 10 years of solitary confinement. They just pushed me out in the streets. Like, I hadn't had human touch in 10 years. The only people who ever touched me in 10 years was the COs that was taking me from my cell to shower or to visit. You know what I mean? So that whole shit was just petrifying.
I mean, okay, so it's a culture shock type of situation.
Culture shock? I would say it was a shock. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting out of prison where, you know what I'm saying, you don't let people walk behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are free. They just walking around. Like, there's no restraints. You know what I'm saying? I just been in the hole for 10 years. Like, I was already programmed to, you know, get cuffed up. You know what I mean? Like, that's how we walk around. I've been in the hole for 10 years. So you got all of these people, You got all these bitches I've been jacking off to in magazines just walking free. Like damn, it just was a whole, like, man, like.
You know, I had a friend that did like 10 years in jail. And when he got out of jail or prison, you know, a couple days or a day or so after, he walked into a grocery store and he had to leave. He couldn't, it was too much for him at first.
Funny story. The day I came home, the first place we stopped was the IHOP. You know what I mean? And so, I'm saying, I had already did little videos and shit we was gonna do, but we stopped at the IHOP to get something to eat. And I'm like sitting there and I'm stuck. Now my attorneys, they know I can read. You know what I'm saying? I write them letters all the time, but they looking at me. They're like, "Would you see what you want?" And I'm just like standing there looking at this, like, I was stuck on the syrup. Like, they have 20 different syrups there that I could pick from. Like, that shit fucked me up. Like,
yeah. Man. Okay, so when you get out, you know, after you get back acclimated to everything, you know, what do you do with yourself? Do you get a job?
I mean,
you go straight?
I mean, probably not. You know what I mean? Like, my family, we own a business, you know what I'm saying? So I tried to do that type of situation, odd jobs here, there, you know what I'm saying? It just was like I always was a step behind. Like, you know what I mean? I got a funny I'm gonna get you sucker moment. You know what I'm saying? When I came home, you know what I'm saying, when I was out, we was wearing baggy shit, you know what I'm saying, baggy khakis and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I came out, I thought I was G'd up. The little homies looked at me like, look at this. Like, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying, it's just the time. You know what I'm saying? I just missed damn near 20 years.
How much time did you do total?
I did 16 and a half years.
16 and a half years.
10 in solitary confinement.
Yeesh.
Gang shit.
But you never went back. Did you ever go violate or anything?
No, I didn't violate or anything. I ended up having a shooting situation where somebody said I shot him. No.
But you beat that. That's.
Yeah, well, I took a deal for it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. So, yeah, let me ask you a question, though. We got a lot of situations going on with people calling everybody he a snitch, he a snitch. Let me ask you a question. If me and you riding in the car together, right? The police pull us over and they find a gun, and I say, "Officer, that's my gun." Did I just tell on myself? Did I just tell?
If you admit to it being yours?
Yes.
No, I mean, you're not. I wouldn't say you're a snitch. I mean.
But you tell her.
You know.
But you tell her.
Yeah, I mean, you're telling yourself, though.
But you're telling. The gang.
I feel like you shouldn't say anything.
You shouldn't say anything. That's the script, is that you both supposed to go to jail, let the police do their job. You know what I'm saying? But see, every rule in this shit has an exception. It's okay for you to tell on yourself, but not him, right? The whole thing about it is, they say, what about telling on the dead? Is that telling?
I mean, I you know.
You do know. Come on, man. You got all these tough gangbangers up here.
You know, politics are a little bit different.
No, ain't no politics different. It can't be no politics. This is what I'm trying to explain to everybody. The politics is gonna be the politics. It don't vary by region, state, or any of that. It's either right or wrong. That's all. It can't be, oh, it's cool for them to do it over here and it's not cool for them to do it over there. The politics are uniform. So.
There's a lot of people that's, you know, yeah, I've seen people get out of snitching on the dead.
Is that snitching?
I don't want to answer that.
What you mean? Wait a minute. What you mean? You don't want to answer it?
I don't want to answer that one, man. I'm gonna stay quiet on that one, bro. Why do you feel like that's snitching?
I mean, I just say if it was or it wasn't. I'm asking questions. I'm just trying to understand and gauge everybody's understanding of what is going on around us. You feel what I'm saying? Because see, we all gotta have a clear definition of what's right and what's wrong, right? Like, my right can't be wrong to you. You know what I'm saying? This is why the playing level and the different attitudes to all this whole shit and gangbang is completely different. Like, we wouldn't even think about doing nothing to nobody sexually when you knock them out. But that's the climate now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the f is that? No, I don't want no fade with you. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Shit.
Now, there's always been a long rumor that I've always heard. You know, I've seen videos on it, and they got the rumor that the Hoovers killed Raymond Washington. What's your thoughts on that?
I think the Crips killed Raymond Washington. That's what I believe. Like, I don't know why they blaming it on us. And I got on the internet, you know what I'm saying, and I was watching, what's the dude's name from East Coast? He got on there, oh, the Hoovers, Gumby said the Hoovers. No, I never said no shit like that. I wasn't even born when that shit happened. So I don't know who killed who. But I was just giving you an analogy about where I came from. No matter if you Raymond Washington or you anybody, the reasons they are saying this man was killed, like, I mean, shit, like they said, from what I heard in the pen, I heard this in the penitentiary, that he supposed to did some telling. That wasn't confirmed. I'm not calling that man a snitch. I'm telling you what I heard. And then another rumor was supposed to be that the situation happened between him and our homeboys where he supposed to took something or robbed somebody. And I'm saying that no matter if you Raymond Washington, Jesus Christ, or whoever, over here, if you do that shit, somebody gonna do something to you. I never said we killed this man. I'm respecting him. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not admitting to none of that because I believe they did it.
How did Hoovers become one of the most hated gang in LA?
Because we the realists. We the realists. See, this is the whole thing I'm saying. Y'all done gave all these other dudes an opportunity to tell y'all their side. They not telling y'all that Hoovers shaped whole LA gang culture. If it wasn't for the Hoovers, where would these other gangs be? Just think about it. All of the gangs in LA right now are ganged up against us. All of the West Boulevards and all of that over there, they're all neighborhoods now. And I still don't understand that situation either right there, because how do you forget that these dudes killed y'all homeboy in the skating rink? How you wash that under the rug? How you forgive that?
Yeah, I think I seen somewhere that, was it the Rolling 90s started as Hoovers? Is that true?
Yeah, they was, yeah.
And I guess
they started as Hoovers, and that's probably why they probably one of the hardest neighborhood cliques. Yeah, because they came from us on Hoover.
Now, I seen that you were on Real Tune not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of called out some out-of-state Hoovers.
You bullshit. Okay.
That didn't happen?
That happened. That
Okay.
happened. I didn't really call them out, but there's a situation in our community, right, where their banging isn't 100% correct. You know what I mean? They are claiming that they are Fado's Hoover Crip gang, right? And the Hoovers who originated from California are Fado's Hoover Gangsta Crips, right? So they kind of like, you bullshit. You so bullshit.
We can skip it. We can skip it.
No,
if
we
you
ain't
want,
gotta
bro.
skip it.
We
No,
skip it.
no. I'm trying to. No, we don't gotta skip anything. Basically, like they just banging wrong. Basically, like there is no such set as Fado's Hoover Crip gang. Period. That's out here in LA. Now they have it out there and they have it wrong.
How do you feel about the Hoovers out there being Crips and them getting along with the 60s and
See, that's
stuff
that's
like
the
that?
misconception. We're not trying to make them not get along with the 60s out there, because that's their environment. Shit, when I go to Houston, I mean, shit, I feel good because I ain't got to be looking over my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? They all get along. That's fine. I'm not going out there, and we're not trying to even promote no different gang violence or anything out there. We're just trying to explain to you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You can't be basically false claiming for 30 years, and when somebody show you that you're wrong, what do you do with that? What do you do with that? You either is or you ain't.
So do you feel like that they should just change their name, or like what do you
that,
suggest as like a remedy to it?
That situation is kind of like, you know what I'm saying, we've been talking about that. We've been in talks, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not just with me, I'm just saying just our community, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we're not trying to accept them, we want them, you know what I'm saying? I want to go to Hooverland, you know what I'm saying? Like our community is not like any other community. Like we don't lead with hate. We don't lead with, you know what I'm saying, like trying to get people in our community to pay us rent and shit like that. We don't do that because we grew up in our communities. You know what I'm saying? So they want to give us stuff. You know what I'm saying? They want to help us. You know what I'm saying? So we don't lead like that. So that's not how we're coming. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the vlogs and they was like, oh, we got 2,000 young YNs and that I just was in Houston. I was in Houston like 2 weeks ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like that whole little situation, like it's you know what I'm saying, it's a situation that, you know what I'm saying, we can talk about. You know what I'm saying? Some situations that we can talk about. We're not coming, you know what I'm saying, with our fists balled up and trying to make somebody do something. We're just saying basically, if you want to be from Hoover, you have to come a certain way. And if you don't come that way, then fine, we're not tripping.
Okay, now, Tory Lanez recently had a really horrible situation. You know, I think everybody probably seen the video. You know, the news broke. It was crazy. He got stabbed, I forget how many times, but like 13, 14 times or something like that, man. You see the dude in the video, man, you can see him really going to town on Tory, man. It was pretty crazy, man. What's your, you know, being in prison, I'm sure you had a lot of situations, you know, that you unfortunately had to go through, man. You know, what was your thoughts when you seen that?
Man, Tory Lanez, like, he PC'd up, bro. You know what that mean? He's on a protective custody sensitive needs yard. That mean he tucked his tail. He ran to the police and said, look, I can't be in GP because they gonna get me. But see, what the people who told him to PC up didn't tell him was that if you go on that side, we can't help you. You're a PC, the game is over. You're no longer connected to us. We're not, like, you think my homie's finna go to jail or go to the hole for somebody who PC'd up? He over there with baby. He over there with all the snitches. Like, we gonna have a race ride. What they gonna ride behind him for? That's stupid.
Right, because a lot of people were mad that there were black dudes that, you know, walked right by him in the video when it was happening.
Well, see, the thing about it is that, see, on those type of yards, like, they got a different type of prison gangs. Like, they have PC prison gangs over there, the 2-5s, green lighters, and some other shit, right? And those dudes are, you know what I'm saying, they pretty serious, no bullshit. Like, the PC yard is probably one of the most dangerous yards you can go to. In reality, like literally, you got all the trash over there. Literally, you got all the baby, you got all the homosexuals, you got all these different type of people on this yard. So there is no central government. There is no, you know what I mean? It's pretty much a free fall. Like, the dude, he stabbed him like 14 times. Like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Tory? You did what you gonna do.
Man, you know, a lot of people think, you know, they always see like PCs as like weak, but
you have a lot of dropouts from all different gangs over there, bro. So just because they didn't want to deal with the politics on the yard no more, don't make them no buster, make them no punk. They killers just like everybody else is. You know what I'm saying? The dude who stabbed Tory Lanez, I believe he was in there for killing a 13-year-old girl or some weirdo ass shit like that.
Yeah, he had some weirdo charges,
yeah,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But over there he's safe because that's where all the weirdos and their charges belong. Once you PC up, right? If you ever knocked on the door, you know what I'm saying, you ever told any of that type of shit, you know what I'm saying, that's where you go. You go to where all the baby are. You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna get out of jail and sing about what now? Like, you just was over there with all of the people who, you know what I'm saying, like, if prison is the you know what I'm saying, the last stop for society, where do you go when you PC up? Like, they below us. Like no. A PC is horrible. Like, that means you couldn't hold your own nuts.
Yeah, I hear you. Now, I think checking in ain't cheating. You
Checking ain't cheating. Checking ain't cheating. Checking ain't cheating. Like and subscribe. Only real TV. Gang shit. Gang shit.
What's the concept, and you know what's it all about?
Well, I've been watching, you know what I'm saying, a lot of different podcasts, you know what I'm saying, and I don't like y'all podcasts. You know what I'm saying, that's why I'm on Adam about the content that y'all are, you know what I'm saying, putting out. You know what I'm saying, like, that's current affairs, that's current news and all that shit. But what you doing to help? What you doing to help? Like, my whole thing is that, like, there's a lot of people in our community who don't really know, you know what I'm saying, how to interact with the police. They don't know what their rights are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a gang member, so how the f you don't know what your rights are? You know what I'm saying? You don't know how, they don't know a lot of things that they don't know. My podcast is pretty much gonna touch on everything, whether it's relationships, gang banging, the law. You know what I'm saying? I want a bunch of different segments. Gang shit. See, he like it. He like the idea already. See, I just wanna try to give back, you know what I'm saying, to my community, you know what I'm saying, especially to all the young dudes, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, you know, we do things illegally that we don't have to do that's legal. You know what I'm saying? These be stealing free shit. You steal free shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to carry a gun, right? Go get you a guard card.
Yeah, there's
a lot
that's really good. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, so my whole thing is that the concept that I'm thinking is that, like, you know what I'm saying, I had a situation with Adam, you know what I'm saying, he's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, donating to a charitable, you know what I'm saying, event or a charitable contribution in our community, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, like I was explaining to him, the most important thing, you know what I'm saying, that these little young dudes are lacking is technical training, you know what I'm saying, education. You know what I'm saying? All this gang violence, all this bullshit going on because of the lack of money. You know what I'm saying? If these dudes had money, they wouldn't even be thinking about shooting each other. Or they had means to make some money. You know what I'm saying? So my idea with Adam was that, man, why don't you come show us how to do the podcast shit? You know what I'm saying? You come to Manchester Park and do it. You know what I'm saying? So that was my idea instead of him, you know what I'm saying, donating some money. You know what I'm saying? Come donate some time. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling him, we see you as from being from the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We see you helping that community. You know what I'm saying? So what about ours? You know what I'm saying? Either I'm biased. Well, show us. We don't need your money. You know what I'm saying? Come, you know what I'm saying, do some good in our community. You know what I'm saying? Basically, so the whole concept is basically trying to show the young dudes, you know what I'm saying, that whether you're a gangbanger or not, you still gotta have some type of technical skill. You know what I'm saying? If you're a dog trainer, if you're a plumber, you know what I'm saying, if you know how to work on cars, you know what I'm saying, those are skills that's always gonna be in demand. You know what I'm saying? So that's my idea for my community. You know what I'm saying, trying to get back to mine.
Yeah, man. I definitely think, do they have programs on the teach
No,
stuff
they don't.
like that?
They don't have nothing. We don't have anything.
Man, yeah, they definitely need some programs to help with that type of stuff.
I mean, it's not even so much as, I mean, what it is that it's what we put into our community, you know what I'm saying, like, is what we get out. You know what I'm saying, right now, the whole image is to be this big tough guy. Knock you out and you, that type of bullshit, right? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, like, let's have a spelling bee. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do some shit that's more creative for all of us. Because see, my situation is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? My situation in the pen, I ended up getting into a situation where I had to kill one of my homeboys. So that means that my homeboys was on me. You feel me?
What do you think is like the path to get to where, you know, like, these programs are actually able to be used and used effectively, and, you know what I'm saying, to really make a change? Like, how does that happen?
Well, first off, they got to get all these fake ass gang intervention workers out of here. You know what I mean? See, a lot of those dudes are just collecting paychecks. You know what I mean? They're not really doing anything to help the community. You know what I mean? Like, they have different programs and things of that nature, and the gang workers give it to their kids that ain't even gang workers. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be rearranged in order for the people who are in the streets to feel it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just my belief that, like I said before, with education, you know what I'm saying, if you teach somebody, you know what I'm saying, how to take care of themselves, they'll never have an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I was my family was this, my family was that. All that shit is just excuses. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, what we have to do is we have to, and this is just my humble opinion, I believe that we have to basically start playing penitentiary rules. You know what I mean? Because that'll cut out a lot of bullshit. It'll cut all the bullshit out. You know, when we're in prison, you know what I'm saying, even if you don't like this dude, you gotta respect him. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like him, you gotta stay away from him. You know what I'm saying? In that type of situation. That's pretty much what's gonna have to happen for any type of mass improvement to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta have one understanding. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to do because we do it every day in jail. You know what I'm saying? In jail, it's not a gang environment, it's a racial environment. You know what I mean? It's the blacks against the Mexicans and the blacks against the whites and that type of situation.
Okay. And so this can be done, though.
I believe it can. I believe it can. There's a lot of solid individuals that's being released, you know what I'm saying, that has been released in the past shit like 5 or 6, 7 years. You know what I'm saying? I believe that you know what I'm saying, I don't believe that it could all stop. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna always have tribalism, but at the same time I'm speaking on the rate that it's going, like like this is like.
Well, I mean, I believe that the crime rate is really down in LA, right? I mean, especially compared to like the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, but it's just a different type of crime right now. I mean, like the people on the streets are not safe. Like they see your chain, they'll jump out the car and snatch it. Like, you know, like it's different. It's different out there. Trust me, it's different. It's different. I don't know. Like they'll take a risk for their life for something petty. You know what I mean? For like a chain. You get 30,000 years for a punk ass chain. I'm saying that just goes to show you the thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's not there. If I'm gonna risk my life, I'm gonna go hit a bank. I ain't finna snatch no chain. You know what I mean? Like it's just the way, you know what I'm saying, society is you know what I'm saying, is, I don't know, it's just it's kind of crazy because like when we was coming up, it was nothing like this. Like it was nothing like this. Like you had to be somebody. Like you had to literally be somebody. Like I'm the only Gumby from Hoover. You know what I'm saying? And when I speak my name, they speak with respect. I'm Hoover. But that came with me having a history. You know what I mean? Now it's not like that. Like it's not like that at all. Like they just got to get a fat bitch with an EBD card and a gun, and they own. That's all they need. They shoot up shit, all type of bullshit, bro. Like I don't know, it's different.
So how do you school your youngsters? You talk to them?
Of course. Well, mine are all young, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, my oldest is 13. You know what I'm saying, I have a daughter. You know what I'm saying? And, like I just keep it clean with her, just like my mom did me. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to, because she's 13. She's a teenager. She's gonna see and hear all the crazy shit on the internet anyway. You know what I mean? So.
Did you know Chipmunk?
The one that passed away?
Yeah, in the 90s. He was like 12
jail.
years old?
Yeah, I was in jail. I know his family, though.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a sad situation.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's what goes on in the ghetto, bro. Like, especially, I'm saying, where I'm from, you know, like, you gotta understand, like, we've been warring with all these different gangs since the beginning. You know what I mean? Everything around us we war with.
Yeah, I interviewed Bosco 100, and around that time, he was living in that area where he lived, and he was just like, you know, just telling me, like, dude was crazy. Like, every day, he was, like, hitting him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You know, like, dude was wild, man, for that young.
That used to press the out of me, bro. Like, every day. Like, that was, like, coming out of my house, trying to make it to school or make it to the store and back home. He was the nigga that I used to be worried about. Like, it was like, oh, shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? He was I was looking out for it. Like, everybody else was, like, cool, but it was just something about him and something he saw in me. But he wasn't, like, pressing me, like, on some enemy shit. Like, now that I look back and I'm older, like, now I realize, like, oh, he really was, like, recruiting me on some homie shit.
Well, I mean, we got them young. That's how, I mean, but, you know, with lack of, you know what I'm saying, parental guidance, you know what I'm saying, where else they gonna turn to? Where they gonna go? I don't even think there are any boys and girls clubs in our neighborhood. Ain't nowhere for nobody. I mean, shit, they gonna come to the streets. And they need food, they need whatever they need, they gonna go get it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're getting younger and younger. You know what I'm saying? They gotta get out and get it on their own.
Sheesh, man.
I agree.
It's young.
Yeah, I mean, but shit, we don't figure world where you got 12-year-old prostitutes, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, in our section, you know what I'm saying, we got homies who dibble and dabble in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? And they already know that no, they can't have blade, no minors on the blade. But they still sneak out there. You know what I'm saying? Girls 12, 13 years old out there, bro. Sad.
That's extremely sad. That's horrible.
Yeah, bro, that's it, bro. I'm telling you, like, you want to go to Fig? Whenever you want to come to Fig, you can come sit with me. You can watch them. Like, literally. Like, and they whole full-fledged hoes. All the way. Stomp down. Oh, shit.
bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, the economy is getting fucked up, you know what I'm saying, more and more, you know what I'm saying? So now, everybody's looking different ways to get money now, you know what I'm saying? And shit, it's a cold game, bro. Cold game.
I hear that, man. Well, all right, Gumby, man. Man, I super appreciate the story,
Yeah.
the deepness of it, man. I'm glad you made it out of it.
Man, God is great.
You know, man, yeah, man. I look forward to what you got coming up.
Oh, yeah, man. God is
Show,
great.
man. That's really dope. I love the concept of that. I like the concept of that. You know, like
Something different,
like
bro.
one little lesson every
I got-
podcast. Or
I got a
something.
whole team of lawyers. I got a whole team of lawyers with the Innocence Project. We already talked about this already. You know what I'm saying? They have the Innocence Project Network where they do filming and stuff like that. But my whole situation, you know what I'm saying, like I explained the segment that I wanted for them, you know what I'm saying, they basically gonna explain to them in legal terms what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna tell you in hood terms, your ass going to jail. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to give something back, you know what I'm saying? Something better than what y'all seeing every day in everybody's business and all the gossip and all the you know what I'm saying? Like, when somebody gonna slide some good in there? You know?
I hear you, man.
Come with the Hoovers. Tell
Yeah,
you, gang
sure.
shit.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.